This is Kelly Johnson, Vice President in charge of the Advanced Development Project at Lockheed. I wish to present a motion picture which will highlight final manufacturing stages of Lockheed's D-21 pilotless aircraft and the first flight of the joint MD-21 configuration. These are 1/12 scale models of the drone and the launch vehicles in the subsonic wind tunnel. This is the D-21 final assembly line. Far to the rear of the building, the mating facilities can be seen. After subassembly, aircraft bulkheads and frames are riveted in place in this main fuselage structure fixture. On June 20, 1964, the first assembled fuselage left the number 1 structural fixture. Leading edges were then attached at the mating jig. At final assembly, the removable tail fin was fitted, and the first D-21 was now ready for static testing. 16 different modes were used in the static test, from maneuvering speeds up to Mach 3.3 free flight conditions. After thorough checkout and testing of the black boxes by subcontractors, the payload components were installed within the D-21 hatch assembly. Flight test instrumentation, destined for early trial runs, is also contained in this hatch area. A twin-engine B-66 was employed to launch a bomb casing weighted at 880 pounds in order to test the free fall characteristics of the parachute configuration. Working their 280-foot steel tow lines and fair lead cranes with the techniques developed retrieving space capsules, the C-130 crews found little difficulty meeting the requirements of the increased weight of the D-21 hatch, which is heavier than the largest capsule. Parachute design and harness arrangement proved ideally suitable for the hatch recovery system. On December 15, 1964, the first D-21 arrived at the Desert Test Facility. The Marquardt ramjet engine, developed in the Lockheed X-7 program for the Beaumark missile, was modified for the D-21. This was one of the most significant time and cost-saving factors in the MD-21 program. In this scene, the frangible nose cone is being attached. This long metal tail fairing, designed to reduce drag in the mated configuration, was also installed at the time of pre-flight assembly. Checkouts complete, the first D-21 was then moved into position for attachment to the launching aircraft's dorsal pylon. All was then in readiness for the first flight of the MD-21. This flight was conducted on December 22, 1964. At this point in the pre-flight preparation, the destruct unit was placed within the D-21's forward section. Approaching the predetermined release point, the launch control officer turned on the fuel and ignited the engine. After engine thrust reached the necessary level, the launch thrust light came on. The burner pressure gauge verified proper engine thrust. The control officer then threw the aircraft flight control system final check switch. All lights indicated mission go readiness. The launch switch was activated. The drone separated and climbed out to the successful programmed flight